From the Electoral Commission head office in Accra, we bring you a briefing on a press briefing that was held by the Electoral Commission today, following the exhibition of the Provisional Voters Register with 97 days to election 2024. Several comments have been raised, and today the Commission addressed the issues. Deputy EC Chairman Dr. Bosman Osari addressed the issues.
On Monday, 26 August, the Commission received a report from our Northern Regional Directorate that some voters from 2 polling stations in the Tamale South constituency and 1 polling station in the Saneregu constituency had been transferred to the Pusiga constituency in the Upper East region without their knowledge or consent. The Commission would like to inform the general public that it has concluded preliminary investigations into the alleged unauthorized voter transfers. The Commission would like to address the public on this matter as follows. Regulation 22, subsection 1 of Constitutional Instrument 127 provides that a registered voter who before an election is resident for no less than 12 months in a constituency other than that in which the registered voter is registered may apply to the returning officer of the constituency where the registered voter is resident for the name of the registered voter to be entered on the transferred voters list of a polling station in that constituency. Per the provisions of the law, the registered voter must be physically present to request for the transfer of vote to another polling station. The transfer of vote can only be done at the district offices and requires the presence of the voter who must be verified using either his or her face or fingerprints. The voters involved in the Tamale South and Sangnerigu constituencies incident have denied taking part in a transfer exercise. What they have alluded to is that their voter ID cards were collected by one Haruna Muniru, ostensibly for the processing of a loan. The said Haruna Muniru was in police custody last week. He is currently on bail and police investigations continue. Preliminary investigations by the Commission have revealed that voter transfers were indeed effected for 38 individuals using the credentials of an Electoral Commission official. The records of those transfers are captured in the voter management system's audit logs. A look at the verification done during the transfer process shows that the photos of the voters from their voter ID cards were used for facial verification and to effect the transfers. Following this incident, the Commission has introduced a liveliness check in the verification process, which is a feature designed to ensure that the biometric data being captured is from a live, present human being and not from a spoofed source, such as photograph, which is what was done in this case. The liveliness check has since been built into the system to prevent any such future occurrence. The Commission is currently investigating. While the Commission does not have any evidence to believe that this occurrence is widespread, we have instituted investigations to ascertain if similar incidents occurred elsewhere beyond the reported case in the Tamale South and Sagneregu constituencies. Any such transfers will be reversed, and the perpetrators of such acts shall be dealt with according to the law. Following preliminary investigations again, the Commission has suspended the Pusiga District Electoral Officer and has invited him to respond to the Commission's findings. Once the investigations are concluded, the Commission will take the appropriate action and inform the public accordingly. It is also absolutely untrue that the Commission has added names to the voters' register in a bid to rig the elections for a particular party. Those allegations are without merit and should be disregarded by the public. The Commission reassures the public and its stakeholders that the anomalies detected through the exhibition exercise and their correction do not in any way affect the validity of the voters' register and the ability of valid voters to vote on election day.
Graphic Communication is giving you the opportunity to have news not only in hard copy but also in a digital form. Download your Graphic News Plus now. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
Away from the Electoral Commission, we take you to Tamale in the northern region, where the High Court today ordered a rerun of the Walewale parliamentary primary of the new Patriotic Party, citing irregularities, impersonation, and overvoting.
In January, Dr. Kabiru Mahama, a special advisor to the Vice President, narrowly defeated Hajia Laribra, a former Minister of Gender, in a tightly contested primary. The election saw Dr. Kabiru winning with 345 votes against Hajia Laribra's 338 votes. Unsatisfied with the outcome, the incumbent Member of Parliament on January 27 headed to court to challenge the results, citing electoral irregularities and malpractice. Following the court's ruling today, and considering that the Electoral Commission will next week receive nominations for the December 7 elections, the NPP has settled on Sunday, September 8 as the date to do the rerun.
And from that court ruling, let's go to Accra International Conference Center, where he depicted himself as a right leader for Ghana on Sunday night. Nana Kwame Bediako, commonly known by many as Cheddar or Freedom Jacob Caesar, entered the venue in a grand style at about 7:30 p.m., driving a tipper truck, painted in the national colors, and walked majestically to convince the electorate that his policies would transform Ghana. That is how the man who has announced himself or introduced himself as an independent presidential aspirant introduced his policies on Sunday night. He unveiled himself on Sunday night and outdoed his manifesto, which he has termed as the 12 Pillars to Economic Freedom. We'll give you some highlights of the pillars, but before then, let's hear from Professor Agyeman-Duah, a governance analyst who is rating Bediako's ideas as refreshing. Professor Agyeman-Duah spoke to City FM.
This is the first time I'm hearing some very refreshing ideas about our policy. It's not ideas by old, tired politicians who have been going in circles the past 30 years of the Republic. The first time I'm hearing an attempt to link Ghana's development to other African countries. For instance, when you mentioned the idea of a nuclear plant get relying on this material from Niger and other things. So I think overall, for me, it was very refreshing. Now, in terms of the specifics, he said he will create 12 ministries, and this is not a magical number that we conjure from anywhere. The ministries, according to him, will be built on 12 pillars, which he adequately explained and presented for all of us. 12 pillars. And it made a lot of sense to me. Talking about the Minister of Finance shifting away from just collecting revenue and distributing to a ministry that will also be invested in the nation in terms of the creation of national sovereign wealth. So all these are fresh ideas. So for me, I was impressed with the ideas.
And as part of his ideas, these are some of the things Nana Kwame Bediako intends to implement when voted for as president.
To be honest with you, a machine, a plant, is the only thing that can give you jobs in 3 different shifts. 8 hours times 3 a day. That is what I call 24-hour economy. You need industrialization. Who sells Gary for 24 hours in Makola? The women in Kejetia and Kantamanto cannot work for 24 hours. It would take a factory. It would take a plant, a production line to give 3 shifts a day. No industrialization, no 24-hour economy. I have brought you your economic freedom. Pillar 1, the 16th regional industrial revolution. Well, as we already know, there are 15 dormant regions and one region that is choked. But we're about to revive the 15 and bridge it with the one. The 16 regional industrial revolution is supposed to bring back the 15 dormant regions that we have left for so long and we haven't done anything. But tonight, I would like to unveil all the potential minerals, arable lands, and all that we have discovered through the research within the 15 regions to Ghanaians. Now, as you are seeing, we start by making sure we invest in all these 16 regions. That is industrial plants to be able to refine all our minerals, and then the processing plants to be able to process all our agro plants, energy city, and a technology hub. Energy city. And I know most people haven't probably seen this, but Energy City is built in countries like Bahrain, Qatar, many places. That's a consolidated energy resources and pipelines and big offices that connects with all mineral resources that produce energy. So our Energy City is definitely fit to add value to our industrial vision, to be able to create more megawatts, to be able to create more substations when we tap into our gas pipelines, be able to use our gas and our water. As you can see, there is hydroelectric power plants we have to expand. There will be wind farms, there will be solar farms, thermal power plants, such as natural gas and biomass power plants. Our energy sources will need to meet our industrial demands and the demands of our people.
And while some presidential aspirants are trending for unveiling their visions and why they should be voted for as president, Kofi Akpaloo, the leader, founder and flag bearer of the Liberal Party of Ghana, otherwise known as LPG, is in the news for a different reason. Guess what? It is in relation to a statement he made about his daughter and how to get her hand in marriage.
Me say me bagel. So be ma ba be ware me bagel. And I say bia be so oni me balance na mama ware no. Me principle no.
Oh.
Because me pese we ware me ba na kwotete no bia na wuntime nwu. Na ba be ha me ba no.
Ah, engagement ni wedding ni kwaso na oba nanyam.
Exactly.
Ana so be ma na wo
awi. So wo kura nwie kura sa na ware no.
Oh, okay.
Na ma hu say we serious.
One ne ya adwen.
Me philosophy.
And from that Kofi Akpaloo video, let's also watch how a man identified by the police as Newell Gavu caused damage to a monument at the airport runabout in Accra last Saturday.
Gavu was captured on video vandalizing the monument, which is a sculpture of Ghana's Big Sis, that is 6 individuals who played various roles in Ghana's history. With the help of some eyewitnesses, Gavu was arrested and handed over to the airport police. The suspect is currently in custody, going through the due process of the law.
For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh and follow us on social media. Our handles are Daily Graphic Ghana on Facebook and Instagram, Graphic GH on YouTube and X, and Graphic Online Ghana on TikTok. Thanks for watching. My name is Enoch Dafa Frimpong.